Thank you for joining us. Okay, now we have to discuss the big thing which we thought we would have, done from the word go, Infosys. How did the numbers look? We have Apurva Prasad of HDFC Securities joining us. Apurva, was this even more disappointing? I mean, negative constant currency earnings. Were you prepared for all this?
Yeah, so while it was lower than expectation, but I think this was somewhat in expected lines if you're looking at how TCS and Wipro also reported numbers. So the company also sort of highlighted the impact on COVID in the quarter, which is about a percentage or so. The good thing, however, is, the deal trajectory continues to look pretty good, even at a time when things aggravated in the month of March and early April. So that's when even the deal flow has not really stopped. So I think that continues to be pretty good. And I think the growth on the digital side of the business also continues to be healthy in a tough quarter. I think these are some of the two things that really stood out.
Okay, Apurva, hi, good morning. So what's the call on the stock now, and how does it compare to, say, TCS?
Hi, Anuj. So it is. We are positive. We maintain our positive buy rating on Infosys. We haven't changed our estimates much. We have a reduce on TCS. So on a relative basis, we still see a lot more valuation comfort in Infosys and slightly better growth performance going forward.
Apurva, we have to just look at the market. It at one point went below 9,000. Of course, these are pre-open rates, so let's not scream murder just yet. But it's starting a little worse than what the SGX Nifty prepared us. The SGX Nifty prepared us for around 9,050, but the first trade did go over. Now again, it's 8,998. It's skirting 9,000. And the grand old index, Sensex, is 31,200. That one looks like it's down about 150. It's down about 1.5 percentage points, down about 450 to 500. It's not at all looking good. But of course, we'll have to first look at how Infosys is. Actually, it's Bajaj Finance that's down 10%, ONGC down 10%. So it's the oil reactions that are coming out first. ICICI Bank, it's the exposure to that oil trader Hing Leong, which perhaps is continuing to play on Infosys, on ICICI, but I should look at Infosys. It's not fallen that much. It's down -4. And, well, actually, Apurva, let's wait for it to settle down. Infosys down about 4. ICICI down about 10, and I think that's reacting to crude. And ONGC is also reacting to crude. But, the bigger thing that I think IT stocks are all reacting to is this tweet from Donald Trump that he's going to sign an executive order stopping all immigration for now, temporarily, because of COVID and because he wants to protect jobs of the great American people. Do you think that we are in for some longish trouble for IT stocks?
No, I wouldn't give that too much importance yet. The fact that we don't know when the suspension is going to go in effect from and how long will it last being temporary. The other more important point being that the dependence on initial applications is substantially lower for the IT companies as compared to the continuous applications. So I don't see this to be too much of a headwind. Besides, let's not forget, the sector has managed to transition 90-95% of its workforce from work from home in a 2 to 3 week span. So I think on the supply side, there is tremendous credibility that we're talking about.
The other news flow that I wanted to discuss quickly with you, Apurva, was IBM withdrawing its full year 2020 guidance as well because of the COVID crisis. So there's a lot of negative news coming together. Do you think in the near term the entire IT pack could underperform the rest of the market purely because of, how challenging the environment is and the fact that many of them have suspended guidance?
So I think so far it has been outperforming. I think IBM not guiding is not any different from Cognizant not providing the same, or EPAM not providing the same, and some of the Indian companies also not providing. But it's more to do with near-term uncertainty, and I'm sure as we get a better handle of that, guidance will probably come back. But yes, I mean, there are very clear headwinds, especially in as we're getting into the June quarter. I think that's where probably things will probably look to peak. But I think it's pretty much in line with most of the other IT companies have also been talking about. So I'll be very surprised if companies actually give out guidance.
All right, Apurva, thanks a lot for your time today. Infosys, well, it's not down much actually.